Na Katibu Mwandamizi katika Wizara ya Utangazaji na Mawasiliano Kisiang'Ani aliweza kufika mbele ya kamati ya hesabu na serikali ya uwekezaji katika Bunge la Kitaifa kuweza kujibu hoja zilizoibuliwa kufuatia ukaguzi wa hesabu ya pesa serikali mwaka wa kifedha 2020-2021 ambazo wizara iliweza kutumia katika kufanikisha utendakazi wake. Kisiang'Ani alisema kuwa wizara inaendelea kuweka mikakati ya kuweza kuwekeza kwenye vyombo vya habari na mitandao ya kijamii kuweza kuona kuwa Wakenya wanapata taarifa kwa uharaka na uwazi.
Masuala kadha wa kadha yaliibuliwa na mhakiki wa hesabu za serikali kufuatia matumizi ya fedha ambazo Wizara ya Mawasiliano nchini ilitengewa mwaka wa kifedha wa 2020 mwaka 2021.
Payment to media houses for publication of my government newspaper without measurable statistics of distributed copies.
Those touching on government advertisement, to the issue of monitoring of our projects and so on, and even the general spending of money. There was for example, a query about the underspending of the State Department in the period 2020-2021, and most of them were attributed to the fact that we could not do the absorption because of COVID. So we have to answer those queries.
Kisiang'Ani anasema kuwa kama Katibu Mwandamizi anatimiza ahadi ya Rais William Ruto kuwa mawaziri na makatibu wao watafika bungeni kujibu maswali kuhusu wizara na idara wanazoongoza.
As principal secretary in this State Department, I'm obeying the president. The president has directed us to take parliamentary business very seriously, to respond to parliament with respect and dignity, and that's what we are doing to implement that. So since parliament is the one that allocates money for us, they have a right to answer because they do oversight on behalf of the Kenyan people. So that's why we came here.
Anahoji kuwa Wizara ya Mawasiliano nchini inaendelea kuweka mikakati kuona kuwa matangazo rasmi ya serikali yanafikia kila Mkenya.
99% of all government advertisement revenue is going into print media. So where do you leave the 80+% of the Kenyan public? So there is a sense in which you say, can we redistribute the revenue share so that at least a huge chunk of advertisement money can go to online? And an example was given where you, I think you had it being raised. There are young people, including my children and people of your age. Most of you are not reading newspapers, and there is a survey. So if we advertise for a job in our ministry, in the State Department, you will not buy a newspaper to see that job. So how will you see it? And if we really want to get the best people to do the job, we really need to get the advert to everybody. And you are one of the best people probably we shall need. So the advert should look for you. If you are not, and I want you, if I want you to participate, if you are not on reading newspapers, I must look for you. And you are probably on TikTok, you are on Facebook, you are on Twitter. So we are just saying that we seem to be spending a lot of money on a media platform that has low readership and access. So we are saying, can we reorganize the government advertisement so that we also reach out to the millions of Kenyans who are on TikTok, on other media platforms, rather than putting all our money on print media when some people are not, majority of the young people we have around are not reading. So it's something that we need. So we were not thinking about targeting any media house, but what we are saying is there is a need to reimagine and re-engineer the issue of government advertising.
Aidha, alifichua kuwa kubadilishwa kwa mbinu ya kuchapisha matangazo rasmi ya serikali hadi kutumia mitandao ya kijamii nia ni kuona kuwa vijana ambao hawawezi kununua magazeti nchini pia wanafikiwa na habari.
Documented that the age, many of these adverts are targeting young people who are looking for jobs, startup jobs. Maybe not my age, But when you look at the people between the age of let's say 20, or those who finish university around 22, 23, and 40, these are very active people who are looking for jobs. But they don't buy newspapers. They are not buying newspapers. But even the middle of the night, around midday, you'll find these kids are online. They are checking WhatsApp, they are checking Twitter, they are checking Facebook. They could see the advert at 2 a.m. And so they are not. This is the demographic we are looking at between the age of 23 and 40 years. These are the people we should be advertising for a lot, because they are really looking for opportunities in business.
Hakuacha kufichua mikakati inayoendelea kuwekwa kuona kuwa shirika la habari la serikali KBC nchini pia linaweza kukwamuliwa kutoka kwa masaibu ambayo yanaendelea kulikumba.
Discuss those measures right now. You will see the measures about KBC. We think KBC needs quite a lot of changes, and it is a government broadcaster. It has challenges because its role is both commercial and public interest. How do we balance that? So it needs massive funding, which the government is considering. It also needs restructuring to have human resource restructuring to make sure that we rationalize staff so that we get the best with those we have. And then it also needs to pay debts. There are some debts it has incurred over the years, and we need to settle those debts. That is a part of the plan. And we also the use of its assets. KBC has a lot of assets, including land. How best can we utilize those assets and make sure that it makes money out of that? So there are quite many things that we want to do, and even content restructuring, building content for different programs. How can we do that? And the training. So we are looking at the best practices across the world, and we think that KBC will come back to its rightful role and play its rightful role in this community.
Emmanuel Kilongi, runinga ya Magharibi, Nairobi.